What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Who we got? Appreciate those likes already. 3 likes, that's what I'm talking about. Interesting day so far, right? Nobody's typing in chat today? Not even a first? That's a shocker. I'll give it a moment. Who's here? What's going on? Oh, I forgot to send out my notifications too. Hold up. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Ray? How you doing today, man? Welcome back to the stream. Love seeing some recognizable, familiar faces return. Hey, 33K seems to be major resistance. Soldiers at 32.9. Smart man. Very smart. Hey, Preezy, what's going on? Are you right? You're exactly right, man. So, and let me know if the music's too loud as well. I think it might be okay for now. Let me know. I can't really tell. Because I control my own volume. So, here's the thing. 33,000 is the key level that we've been talking about for a while. It's kind of... So we know 35 is like where we want to be, right above 35. That's our, you could say, average price when we were doing well was like 35, 36,000. But 33 is an extremely important level because it's been that key level of support. And every time we've hit 33, it usually, there would be a really strong bounce off, and usually that would last for days or weeks, as you can see before we'd end up back down there. And it was just kind of the absolute lowest low that we'd ever go to, and then we would rocket out of there and never come back. And then weeks later, we hit again 33,000. I'm sorry, that's not 33,000, but 31,000. That's the bearish side of it. But you can see 33,000 was where a lot of rejection wicks were catching. See, look right here, and then you can see a lot of consolidating at that level as well. All right here as well. And you can see this was support here, resistance here, support here, support here. Now it's was resistance, and now we're just kind of trading sideways on it. So 33,000 is kind of that. It's not bullish, it's also not bearish. It's really right in the middle. And depending on which side of that we are, is kind of, if we're more bearish, we're on the underside of it. If we're more bullish, we're on the other top side of it. And if we're even above the 35,000 level, then we're doing pretty decent. So yeah, 33,000 selling there once we didn't blow by it was a good move, because that's the level you could expect if we're bearish for us to get stopped out at. As you can see here, how we got stalled out as we moved up, and then make another decision. Are we going to go down from there or up? And as you can tell, it's taken a long time. So cutting, if you bought in down here, cutting here and just waiting for it to decide is the smartest thing you can do. That's how you can properly get off a scalp. Because if it fails, you took profit at the perfect, most predictable spot. If it continues up, you can just buy back in at confirmation and barely have missed any part of the move. So there's like no way to mess up by selling at the top. Preezy says, I need to move down. This sideways is driving me insane. You need to get back in. I hear you, man. I've been out as well. I'm actually sitting out. And here's the thing. Anything, and thank you all for the likes so much. If you haven't clicked that button, feel free to smash that like button and let's see if we can get to 10 likes. Appreciate it. But the thing is, actually, my music's distracting me. I can't even hear myself think, rather. All right, let me turn that down a bit. For you guys, it's probably all right, though. But there we go. And thank you. Thank you for those 2 likes. I really appreciate your support. The thing is, if you guys follow me on Twitter, that's where I'm usually at, you know, other than in the Discord group with you guys. I'm usually on Twitter, typing away, posting my thoughts, just letting everybody know what I think is to come, and of course retweeting and sharing Dogecoin content as I get updates or see something interesting. But on there, all of yesterday, pretty much, I was just letting everybody know that we really need to be careful with the 33,000 level. Because here's what we noticed. You can see some of my drawings are still here, but let me go ahead and just delete this. And if you're new to the stream, this will probably be new information for you, so maybe you'll enjoy it. For some of those that are already here, that were already here, just bear with me. But let me just use this polyline. Hey, Dr. Dre, you sure did. I don't usually see you this early, man. Glad to have you here. So this is what you can see if you zoom out. So you see this like sideways M formation that formed here. It came down from one level, came down, made this like diagonal M right here. Right here, it consolidated at that support level, and then it dumped. Well, if you look a little bit further in here, on a smaller time scale, this did the exact same thing. It came down from a level, made the diagonal M, pulled back to a support level right here, consolidated in this area, consolidated, and then it started to dump. So my thought process was, just because at this point we didn't know what was going to happen. All we knew is that it looked bearish, but we were just trying to see if we can find anything to analyze to figure out what could be happening next. My little hypothesis was that we'd see the sideways M, the consolidation, and maybe a dump, a pullback, and then a sell-off. And that's kind of what we're seeing so far. The dump, a pullback, and this could be the sell-off, and this pattern could repeat exactly the same way here on a little shorter scale. But that's a bit of a reach. I'm gonna be completely honest. It is a bit of a reach. I'm just, you know, trying to find anything I can to figure out what's going to happen next, because we know overall for Bitcoin things are still not looking great. So having a bearish sentiment in general is probably the proper one to have. But at the same time, I'm just trying to find some patterns. But just doing normal technical analysis anyway, you can still see that we are not looking good. And I'll get to that in a second. Hey, Sadu, what's going on? Hey, buddy. Great to catch you on YouTube. You're doing great work. Thank you so much. Please explain Binance ban in UK in simple terms. Thanks. I'll be honest, I haven't researched much into that Binance ban yet, but here's what I did see at a glance. So, Binance, I don't know if you know this, but they have multiple versions of Binance. So they have the full standard, their default Binance, and then they have Binance US, a special version made for the US. And now, I guess they also have Binance UK. So the Binance ban wasn't for Binance UK, but just for Binance Standard. In the same way that in the US you're not supposed to use Binance Standard, but you can use Binance US. That was my understanding at a glance. I have not looked much more into it. If someone else knows better than me, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I didn't look into that because it didn't really concern me, but I did hear about it. The thing with Binance is, and the thing with these exchanges, these brokerages that allow you to trade and interact with crypto, a lot of the bigger name, it shouldn't be a big problem at all. But a lot of the bigger name exchanges, they allow intermediate to advanced traders or expert level, whatever you think you are, to trade using leverage. And if you don't know what leverage is, if you're new to trading at all, basically it's letting you trade on margin. It's letting you trade with money you don't have. So you can leverage your position. So say you have $1,000 in your trading account. They will let you use leverage to trade with 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Usually it's like anywhere from 5x what you have, or on the low end like 3x leverage to 5x leverage to 10x leverage. And Binance even has 100x leverage. So if you have only $1,000, if you meet the criteria, they will let you trade on your $1,000 account with $100,000. Or if you had 100,000, 1 million. You know, that's 100x. So or I'm sorry, 10,000. So yeah, you can see where that's going. Extremely risky, right? Because imagine you're a relatively new trader. I mean, yes, money can be tight, but if you saved for probably a year, I'm sure you could come up, regardless of what job you have, with around $10,000, right? So imagine you manage to just save for a whole year or two, depending on your job, or less or more, and you end up with $10,000 in your savings account. You open an account with Binance. I don't know exactly what you have to do to get to 100x leverage with their system, because I don't use Binance out of the US, but I imagine it's not very hard. So let's just say you lie on a couple questions, you pass whatever questionnaire they put you through first, and they grant you access, because they don't care, honestly. I mean, as long as you pay it back and you pay the interest rate, technically they'll make money. But imagine you go in with a $10,000 account, and now you're holding $1 million of trading power, and you don't know how to trade, and then you're wrong. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what happens next? I'm sure if you're a beginner trader, you've probably blown up a $2,000 account or $1,000 account. Imagine blowing up a $1 million account and being in debt $1 million. So, as you can imagine, governments don't like that, because that's extremely risky, especially when you're trading cryptocurrency, which is extremely volatile in nature and unpredictable, and it's new. So government regulations are usually, well, in the United States, basically they ban exchanges from allowing United States residents to trade crypto using leverage for that reason, because it's just extremely risky. There's already, I mean, the SEC already has regulations in the stock market to keep people from doing stuff that's going to blow up their entire savings account and make them end up homeless. That's why there's the pattern day trade rule, so that new traders must limit themselves to how much interaction that they have in the stock market. And unless you have $25,000 like sitting on the sideline that you can dump in there, which probably means you have money to spare if you do, then you have to kind of basically, if you're good enough at trading, grow your account to 25K, and then they'll release the restriction. But that's what PDT is there for as well, to keep people from blowing up their accounts and losing all their savings. But then you introduce not just being able to blow up your savings account, but then, yeah, we'll leverage your position too. So we'll like 4, 5x, 10x what you actually have, unless you trade with that. And then if you blow up that account, you'll be in debt $75,000 as well. So yeah, that's why it's banned in the United States. And that's why Binance has full version Binance. And then they have Binance US, which does not have the option to trade with leverage. Not to that level, at least. And then, yeah, there's also, I mean, if you look at any other leveraged crypto exchange, and I did my research on this just yesterday and the day before too. So if you try and find another crypto exchange that advertises they have leverage, they will ask you where you're located, and you have to show them your license, you have to do proof of identification and everything. So once they figure out, and they'll also check your IP address too. So there's no getting around it unless you use a VPN. But if it is determined that you're in the United States, you are not allowed to trade with leverage. No borrowing for crypto. It is just the mandate. So my point is, I assume that's similar to what ended up happening in the UK. They probably also have restrictions on leverage, and that's why they banned Binance. But then there's Binance UK, which should be fine. So hopefully that adjusts that. That was a bit of a long answer, but we're kind of trading sideways now. It's not like we're pressed for time. Shouldn't be a big problem. Yeah, it is insane. Thank you all for the likes too. And if anybody's new in this stream, first of all, welcome. Second of all, we do these kind of streams all the time. I'm frequently uploading. Yesterday I uploaded 3 videos. Day before that, it was 2 videos and 2 live streams or something crazy. If you enjoy that kind of constant coverage on Bitcoin, Dogecoin, any altcoin of choice, or stocks too, click that subscribe button and help me hit that goal that you see below. Right there. Right? Yes. Because we have, like, it says 3 days, but really it's 2. Not many subscribers left in the goal there, so we are really close. So I appreciate every single one of you that decide to sub. Do I have any insight on the Dogecoin Ethereum bridge? I was looking into that today and yesterday as well. Not really. Not really. I mean, just keep in mind, though, that Dogecoin right now is kind of bridged to Litecoin because that's the blockchain that handles most of the transactions right now. So there would be a lot of work in that. But I haven't heard any new updates on Dogecoin Ethereum bridge. I just know they're still considering it. With that, though, there'd probably be a lot of changes. There's just so many changes. Yeah, but I haven't heard an update quite yet. Skydive says, yes, good videos yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate that. And welcome. Welcome, Skydive. And let me thank the ones who just subscribed to most recently here that we did not really see on stream because they're probably in the stream right now. So thank you, Alon, Manos, Richard, Drew, Jackie, Michael, Dimitri, Brady, Ron, Mayo, and Jim. If any of you are in this stream right now, you guys subbed yesterday, and I was not live yesterday. I was just uploading videos because we were just trading sideways, so I talked about other things. So I appreciate you guys supporting. Thank you. Let's take a look and talk about what's actually happening here, though, because that also is why I wanted to go live. So on my Twitter, let me just see. Is this investing? I keep forgetting who this is on Twitter because they have like 2 different names and neither of those are somebody that comments. They need to do a show together with me, make it happen. 3 legends on one stream, do it live. Oh my gosh, man. Thank you, whoever's supporting me on Twitter like that. But I'd be sweating bullets. What is the Shiba swap and how big is this? Oh, Shiba. All right. Anyway, my point was, on my Twitter, I frequently post stuff. You can feel free to follow me there. But basically, there's like 3 things that I talked about, and this is just what I want to run over with you guys. So, I just explained this, right? I talked about this on my Twitter already. But, hang on. Right. I like Matt Wallace, but he always overhypes stuff. You bring the truth. Yeah, he is all hype. And he does that. I gotta give it to him though. I mean, he hustles, he grinds, and I respect that because I'm the same type of person. And he gets content out frequently, and he is all in 100%. But yeah, he does overhype sometimes, and it can, I guess it can be a little annoying, but I try not to do that here. Anyway, I can't find the tweet, but it doesn't matter. I don't need to find the tweet. Basically, just doing basic technical analysis. Like I said, so just zoom out a bit, go to the 4-hour time frame, and you can really put in perspective exactly where we are here. So if you guys are seeing this from the same angle, as you can see, I mean, if you take a look, if you take a step back, because looking on a 1-minute or a 3-minute time frame, you might look at this and have some sort of bullish sentiment. Just because you're looking at this here, you're like, oh, well, we hit this bottom, and then we made this big run up, and now we're trading sideways, and now it looks like we're going to, you know, make another move up again. But if you take a step back and you look at this from the 4-hour time frame perspective, and this is more of a chill stream, by the way, guys. There's nothing incredibly exciting happening here. I'm just going to ask or answer questions, talk to you guys, and go over some additional things. So if that's too boring for you, I understand. But looking at it from the 4-hour time frame here, you can see the bullish, decent, we're doing well Bitcoin holding area was up here above 35,000. And now you can take a look at this where the majority of this trading activity is happening, and you see it's happening under the 35,000 level. And we've been here longer than we've ever been here before. Here it was just a couple hours. Here it was even less, even less, even less. But here it's been days. Starting from here, this was 620. Right now it's 627. So it's been exactly 1 week that we've been trading under the 35,000 level mark and have not come back up. I don't count this as coming back up or this because that was just a fake out, and it was very fast. We did not go above it and hold at all. There were no testings of support even. We just flew right back down. So those don't count. So overall, at this point here, this should be more of a bearish sentiment. That being said as well, This right here was a really nice recovery. Couple red candles followed by this massive like bullish engulfing candle, you could say, right here. And then this move up, but then it just got stopped out at the very, very expected resistance of 35. The pullback, the bounce off of that was massive, came all the way back down here to 30,000, which is a bad sign. We should have held here, or if we were really doing good, held here, moved back up, or even stopped here. But then that probably would have turned into a head and shoulders anyway if we didn't break through on that time. So basically my point is just the fact that we ended up making a lower low here and we never caught at any point until we came all the way down here was a bad sign. So that was a bullish signal right there. All right, and then right here, another massive candle after that. Weak, low volume, trading sideways here. And now we have this weakish move up. You can see here we did make a bit of a flag here. And now we're trying to break up to 35K. So that's cool. So we might see a little bit of a move here. The problem is, though, that we are still in this bad territory. And we are not strong enough to break out. Not yet. So we've been doing a whole lot of messing around. If you check comment sections of YouTube videos, of Webull chat, if you can bear it, it's really funny just to see how 50-50 split everybody is. As soon as you start seeing green candles, everyone's like, I told all the bears we were going up. Haha, look at them. Now look at where they are. Then as soon as the price rejects off 35,000 resistance, they're like, I told all the bulls. Ha ha ha. Look, we are going down as expected. It's just, it's a mixed bag. But overall, what I've been able to just tell from gauging socials is that no one is really sure what's going to happen next. And no one, like the overall majority, is not confident in one direction or the other. And it kind of proves itself by us trading sideways down here overall. And our average price has been somewhere right in here, 32 to 33,000 this whole way across. So that's not a good sign either. If you look a little bit longer term, I mean, we've still, ever since the initial sell-off from up here, we've still been dragging the 200 EMA line down with us. The 200 EMA has never made a move up, not even right here. All it did was slow down. It's still going sideways and slightly downhill, but it has never stopped going down and started going up at any point. So that's another bad sign as well. Overall, we've always been just selling off. Hey, Robbie, what's going on, man? Hey, brother, glad I'm able to catch you live. Yeah, I'm glad too. Glad to see you, man. Dr. Dre says, when am I thinking of buying in? Well, when I buy in, I mean, 33,000 buy technically is not that bad. My problem is I don't like what I've been seeing, and so I don't feel super confident buying in at 33,000 on Bitcoin. Now, buying in and having the mental mindset that you're just going to buy it and hold it because it's a decent dip, that's one thing. But if you're trying to scalp at all, there's just no confidence here. And you can really see that as you start coming down on time frame, if you were starting to look for an entry and any kind of confirmation that we were actually going to hold. And I say that because this right here was actually like a whole day. And I've been constantly on Twitter updating people on this general move right here. And basically as we came up, what I said on Twitter was, don't get faked out, because you shouldn't, basically don't buy the first breakout above the resistance level. What you need is to see actual confirmation that that resistance level has become support. I always tell people, don't just look at a level and buy at it. Let it, like, put it at your mercy. Make it prove to you that it's an actual level that you can trust. So demand that of the price action in exchange for your investment. So, because a lot of times I feel like people are just like chasing too much. And a lot of people end up doing FOMO buys in, panic sells. But like, just take a step back, take a deep breath, breathe a little bit, focus, and wait for the price action to give you a clear as day sign that now is a good time to do something. So instead of just being so reactive to every single thing that happens, because if you were trading this as this was happening right here, and copy and paste this to Doge, by the way, Bitcoin's the market leader, which is why we're looking at that at the moment. But if you look at it from this perspective, all right, you're seeing it come up to resistance and you're like, okay, it fails a couple times. You're like, all right, maybe I won't buy yet. Then you see this big move up. and then it finally breaks, and you're like, oh man, this must be it. I'm on the 1 minute time frame. We finally broke above it after all this consolidation. We're finally strong enough. I'm gonna buy the breakout. I mean, you buy, there's no actual test of it. It flies back to the underside. You panic. You're like, oh man, maybe I was wrong, especially after you see this right here, and it fails, and it proves it as resistance. Then you panic sell. You end up selling at a loss. Then it fakes you out, goes back up. You buy back in. You see it go back under. You panic sell again. Then it goes back up. You buy again. I mean, how much money have you lost at that point? Just be patient and wait for actual confirmation. So wait for things to stabilize. Wait for things to really tell you that this is probably a good opportunity to buy in. And then what you probably could have done was maybe somewhere around here. Once you saw the 200 EMA coming up to you as well, maybe you would have felt less risk. Like, well, now before back here, I only had this as support, but now I also have the 200 EMA coming up as support for me as well. So I've got like 2 supports here. It's a little bit safer. I'll try a buy here. You could have maybe scalped a little bit of a move, and then if things start fizzling out with the low volume, you got a little uncomfortable, you sold, it dumped off. But as you can just see here, bull and bear traps nonstop. Really a bull trap overall, but. And then there was this major sell-off, turned up being an inverse head and shoulders, went back above, traded sideways, sold back off, and now you have this massive unexpected move up. So there's that. It's just too much going on here with no confirmation. So to answer your question, I'm waiting for something to really scream at me and say, like, we're done selling off and we're going up, or we're done selling off and we're going down. At this moment, I don't have anything yet. We're doing too much messing around. There's too low volume. I don't see a buy-in opportunity here quite yet. But like I said, Doge at this point is at about 25 cents. So by all means, if that's your dip and you aren't in yet and you would love to be in Doge 24, 25 and ride it up to 40 when it happens, or 60 when it happens, or 70 or 80, yeah, you can buy in. But for scalpers, you don't want to just buy at a random time. That's why we watch you. No hype and honesty. Appreciate that. There is a lot of money to be made for sure. And the thing is, crypto is so easy to scalp. Volatility is number one for scalping. And crypto is extremely volatile. And it's also predictable, and it typically goes up. So it just makes it very, very easy to go long and scalp. And that's also mostly because it's not easy to short crypto either. So you don't have a lot of unpredictable sell-offs happening, or just like very, very steep sell-offs at certain periods of time. In the stock market, once everyone can see that something's stalling out and it's near a resistance level, all the shorts just like instantly short at the same time. And then you see these massive dumps. And unless you're really quick, sometimes you'll end up at a loss if you weren't trading 100%. But retail traders don't really have easy access to shorting cryptocurrency. It is still possible, but because retail traders aren't really doing it, it makes it a lot easier and a lot more forgiving, I guess, to scalp crypto. As long as you're not doing things terribly bad. Because like I said, the volatility, that could kill you too if you're really trading bad. Hey, Jarrett, what's going on? I've smashed the like button. Have you? Oh, he didn't even say have you yet. Was that just me reading from like previous knowledge? Have you? There it is. He says it every time. I just knew it. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that support, man. And yeah, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit it and help the stream out. It helps get more people in, and it really drives my viewer count up. So thank you. If you're liking the stream so far, that is. Am I going to make a scalp tutorial? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be in my course. So I'm still making the videos on how to trade. I just, there's just been so much to talk about. So I'm trying to weave in like a how to trade video or two with all the other things I'm talking about. So my Dogecoin coverage, other scalp opportunities coverage, and then in between there, I'm trying to make how-to videos for those that don't know how yet. But it's coming. Absolutely. And I made a video, in case anyone in here is brand new, I did make a video on how to identify, well, how to understand support and resistance. because if you're brand new, a lot of the terms don't make sense and a lot of the concepts don't make sense, but I tried to break it down the best I could. So that video is on my channel if you want to like bookmark it or something. It is a little wordy at the beginning. I'm just kind of talking for the first couple minutes, but I'm trying to just give like a analogy that can make it understandable, because once you understand the concept, it's very simple. I keep hearing of a big drop coming this week. Everybody's been saying that. Everybody keeps saying Bitcoin's going to do this or Bitcoin's going to do that. The most common thing I'm hearing is from the wick-off pattern that there's going to be one more dip before it goes up. And at this point, I think everybody's looking at that same pattern, which means everyone's thinking the same thing, which means they're going to end up trading the pattern and making it happen. So we probably will have, and what I've been expecting anyway, just off normal technical analysis and not looking at that pattern, it looks like we do want to sell off again. So that's why these last couple days I've been talking about the imminent crash. It's because that's the way we're setting up. Now, if we don't crash, cool, because a lot of us are also holding already. I think most of us in this stream, and let me know if you are or not in the comments, but I think most of us here have some position at some point. So if we don't get another dip, we would still be seeing profit. So it's not like we must crash. If we go up, perfectly fine. 2 of my accounts that have Doge in it, actually 3, we'll enjoy that. But for scalping, I would love to see another dip and be able to ride that volatility wave, because like I said, for scalping, volatility equals money. If there's no volatility, doesn't matter where the price is. You're out, Preezy? Okay. Let's see. Best show. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, Jared. LH, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. That is a massive candle. Yeah, but we're really strong to the... I mean, wow, that wasn't English. We're really close to this 25-cent level on Doge, which is really strong. So we'll see what happens. And that lines up somewhere around 33.5 on the Bitcoin side. Usually just 33 even. We'll see. Ah, okay. A little bit of bullish momentum here. Keep in mind, though, I'm not convinced until we really... I'll be honest. I'm not convinced that we're going up until Bitcoin goes to the top side of the 35,000 level and holds there. Everything else, I consider potential bull trap. And I'm not being at all unreasonable there. It's just because of this. It's just because of this. Everything we've seen here, it hasn't been terrible, but it also hasn't been good at all for going up. This whole little area right here. Starting with the major sell-off without really catching anywhere. Then the move up, rejecting 35,000. The pullback, rejecting 35,000 again. Then at that point, the major sell-off all the way down here again. You know, it's just overall not looking bullish. But I'll be glad to be surprised. And knowing that it's almost impossible to accurately predict, like I have my sentiment, as you guys can see. But trying to trade properly means that sometimes you don't hold any position. You're not short and you're not long. You're just sitting out on the sidelines waiting for a clear opportunity. Because moments like this, people that are overtrading these moments are the people that are most likely losing money. Or they're 50-50, they're coin flipping their account. Because there's no indication. Buying in right now, coin flip. It's not near support of any sort. 200 EMA, nope. Support line, nope. Halfway up in the middle of the air between support and resistance, yes. Literally a coin flip. In best case scenario, they get a move from here to here and a pullback. Hey kid, what's going on? Motown, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream, guys. Is Bitcoin... Oh, yeah. I missed a couple comments. Robbie says, I've never asked, but what platform do I use to trade? So I'll be very transparent with this. I don't use... Well, primarily because I don't typically day trade very often these days. I mean, I will day trade for a little bit, a little more casually. But as you guys know, I do also have a 9-to-5. It's just the way things shaped up for me. So I used to day trade a lot more, and I still do, but mostly crypto, and I do it in addition to my work from home job. So for that, I mean, if I was way more into day trading, like day trading only, I would probably have a higher end broker and all these crazy hotkeys set up and pay them the commission fees for it. But that's not my situation. So for basic to like beginner to intermediate to even getting into advanced level trading, Webull is like more than enough. It's only when you go into this expert level of trading and trading frequently and executing tons of trades do you need something more extensive than that, than the free offerings. So I don't recommend doing that. Oh, cool. Look at this. Very cool. So to answer your question, I use Webull. And this is Webull, by the way. All my charts that I use on my live streams and videos, they're Webull. I only switch to TradingView when Webull is down for maintenance. So Webull is like my #1 recommendation overall for brokerage, and that's what I use. But to execute my trades, I usually use Robinhood. So my standard setup is using Robinhood to buy and sell, but then looking for my buy and sell points and doing all my charting on Webull. And it works very well for me. It's very convenient, especially on your smartphone. If you have both of them open, you just like go to the multitask thing, switch to your other app, buy, go back, look at the good charts. Webull's mobile app is very good for charting. User friendly and gives you all the details you need. Much better to use than TradingView's mobile app. But then Webull desktop app is also very good. So that's what I use, Robinhood and Webull. Now, I do also have like a Coinbase account, and I have a Crypto.com account, and I have a Binance account. And like I have those exchanges, but those aren't for like frequent trades. Really, I made them so I could try them out and let you guys know what I think of them. But other than that, I just kind of buy and hold on those. Because then you have to pay fees and stuff, and they're not really made for day trading. Scalping. Though you can do it. What's going on, kid? Or Motown? Motown and kid, what's going on? Bitcoin running or fooling? Probably fooling. Which is why I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I'm not actually excited about that. What's up? Struggling to get past the resistance at 25, it seems? Yep. Resistance at 25 and what was resistance at 33. We did flip to the top side of that, so that's cool. But we'll see what happens on this sell-off here. You can see that we got the big candle because of all this strength, and there's probably some kind of Bitcoin announcement that we didn't catch. But yeah, we got some buying pressure here. We went through the 200 EMA, got some more buying pressure because of that. Then we blew through the 33,000, got some more buying pressure because of that. You know, people, breakout traders, buying in here, then buying in here, just kept that momentum going. Something tells me it'll stall out unless we miss something. So let's just check Twitter real quick, and then I'll come back to comments. Thank you all for the support on Twitter, by the way. I had like 40 followers a couple days ago. Like literally the start of this week, I had like 30 or something. Now I have almost 70. So thank you guys. You are helping. What does this tweet say? Dogecoin's for the people. Dogecoin is whatever the people want it to be. Right. Let's go to Bitcoin. Want to make sure we didn't miss anything because that was a random spike. What is this? Oh. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this says this was 4 hours ago. So this didn't cause the spike just now, but this is still good news for Bitcoin. It says Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas Pliego. I'm proud of myself for actually pronouncing that right. I can pronounce Spanish names, and I'm not at all like Spanish. But I can't pronounce your English names when you donate. Tell me how that makes sense. I mean, when you subscribe. But it says he endorsed the use of Bitcoin and said his bank is on the way to accepting the cryptocurrency. So that's pretty big. A bank in, I guess, Mexico is going to be accepting Bitcoin. That's crazy. Well, that's interesting. So to summarize this one too, I don't know if you guys, I skimmed through this tweet, but basically what this guy said here was, for Bitcoin miners, we're about to see our largest difficulty drop ever this coming week, over 20%. So let's see, is Bitcoin still going? Oh, look at this. Look at this. How cool is that? Now we need to actually see a break above the 35 and hold, and that could be a good sign. Maybe the crash is over. Now, for those of you that have been here with me over the last week, I did expect more crashing. I did, honestly, 100%. But it did still crash. But I did expect more crashing. But good for Bitcoin for holding up, and good for Bitcoin buyers for not letting Twitter media decide the fate of what was going to happen to it, because things were just really getting dicey for cryptocurrency as a whole. So, though, yes, I did want to buy an actual dip, and I wanted to see that dip happen. Overall, I want Doge, because I've got account, like I have a Dogecoin account where the average is like almost 70 cents because I didn't sell on that one account. Eventually, I want the price to come back up. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm loving scalping it on my other accounts, but I do at the end of the day want Dogecoin to go up to where it should be. So if now's the time, by all means. There will always be something else to trade if you want to scalp, but Dogecoin, I do want that to go to the moon sooner than later. So But what he said, this was interesting. So, and this is good news, I guess, for Bitcoin in general. He said, for Bitcoin miners, we're about to see the largest difficulty drop ever this coming week, over 20%. Here's a quick thread to get everyone up to speed. Basically, what he then did was, in these next like 10 tweets, he explained why. Now, if you guys know how Bitcoin mining works, it's made to become more difficult over time. And it's also made, like, the whole thing is coded to be very structured and to be very predictable. And thank you all 41 people that are in the stream right now. I really appreciate your support. Consider clicking that like and subscribe button to really help my channel out, if you don't mind. You don't know how much it does help. The likes help bring more viewers in, and the subscribes help me reach my goal, because I grind every single day, 7 days a week. Wow, loud car. But anyway, what he said was, he started explaining Bitcoin is made for one new block to be like created every single 10 minutes, no matter what. Now, you might think that having more computing power or more like miners or whatever would change how many blocks are going out there per minute, but that's not the case. What ends up happening is, if there's more people mining, it becomes more difficult to mine, to keep that to a 10-minute block rate, to keep things as simplified as I possibly can, because there's no need to go too technical here. What ends up happening is, we know what just happened in China, and where China's doing all these crackdowns on not just, except, thank you so much, Don Wick TV, thank you so much for your support, man. Appreciate that sub. And thank you all for those likes. We just got from 17 to 21. Thank you. I'm very close to my 3,000 sub goal, so each subscribe really helps me get there. I've got like 2 full days left, so thank you all. But basically, we know that China is cracking down on not just the use of cryptocurrency, which they already had restrictions on, but now also the mining on it. So all things cryptocurrency, they're trying to crack down even more on. And that's why we saw even more price dropping from Bitcoin over the last couple days, really over the last week. What that means, though, is that as some of these Bitcoin miners, or all of them, get booted off of being able to mine, there's less miners in the mining pool overall, globally, which means that since there's less miners, it becomes easier to mine blocks. Because the difficulty can be reduced since there's less people. The whole reason of increasing difficulty was because there's more people, and they're trying to stick to the same amount of time per block. If that made sense. If that did not, feel free to question that. But yeah, so I guess this is good news for Bitcoin miners. I don't know that really will affect the price of it, because miners are trying to mine for the Bitcoin. They're not necessarily buyers. So probably that won't really have an effect on price, but it could. Let's see what else we can find on Bitcoin. And I'm not ignoring anyone's comments. I will get back to it. Dogecoin just shot above 25 cents again. Woo! Yes, Matt. We'll support that cause. It's not very much SHIB. Okay. I'm trying to find like Bitcoin news here because this is just a very... Now, technically, it's possible that the breakout traders just kind of gave it some momentum here, and that also people are feeling more confident as they saw the break above 33,000, which makes sense. But I just feel like we might have missed something here, so I do want to check Twitter. By the way, if you're ever wondering what's going on with price, first thing you should do, check the news. Check Twitter, do a Google search on whatever cryptocurrency that randomly spiked, because you'll probably find something. Like I just found the article on... I'm in his comments. How'd that happen? All right, let's see. We'll only stay here for another moment. El Salvador news again. There's my... Let's see. Lauds blockchain, Bitcoin. Let's see. Trash is Bitcoin, but Lauds blockchain. Okay, so that wasn't it. That wasn't the catalyst. All right, I'm not really seeing any news, so cool. All right, let's get back to some comments here. Let's see. Yeah, my holding account is in at 8 cents average for Doge. Awesome. That's a great average. You're out, Preezy? Gotcha. One account scalping, the rest holding. Look at you, Scott. Doing your thing. I like that. Did you see the massive Tether USD payment sitting there, similar to when Elon bought Bitcoin? Mike Davis covered it in his video. What are my thoughts? Ooh, I did not see that. Interesting. Very interesting. I did not see that at all. I'll be honest, I haven't really watched anyone else's videos over the last couple days, so if they covered some stuff, I didn't see it. I've been just finding my own news. What's the best platform for scalping? I think I did answer that one, right? For scalping, I mean, cryptocurrency, if you're scalping cryptocurrency, there's no PDT rules, so you can really use whichever one you want. In that case, I would say for Dogecoin especially, probably just use Robinhood. Now, beware that when there's high volume, Robinhood likes to do some questionable things like go down. But if we're just talking scalping in general, not in those time frames where volume's extremely high, where everybody and their mom and dad are buying and selling at the same time, Robinhood's very simple to use. And the trades execute at prices that you can predict when you do limit orders. On Webull, that's not the case. I don't know if any of you have tried to scalp Doge on Webull, but the spread between the bid and the ask is insane. And you'll put in a limit order and you won't get filled anywhere near where you try and put that in. And if you do market, you don't get filled anywhere near where you bought. So yeah, definitely Robinhood for scalping crypto, if you're trying to keep it simple. Let's see. You're waiting on the drop 2 to buy in a lot more? Yes, me too. I've got money sitting on the sidelines here. We did just have payday, so I mean, still kind of broke, but got $100. Hey, man. Hey, Motown, how's it going? Yeah, all's going well. I mean, we're almost at 3,000 subs, so I'm very excited. Hey, what's going on, Sag? You thought dip to 20,000? You didn't buy this dip? Who was saying 20,000? There was no guaranteed dip to 20,000. There was a potential dip to 20,000s, as in like 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. I personally never thought it was going to go below 25,000. I thought 25 to 27, at least shorter term. But that was only if we went back down to the 29,000 mark after we went under 31, and we didn't. We called at 30 and we reversed. So good for Bitcoin. But yeah, we didn't get into the red zone, so we didn't end up selling off completely. And yeah, I'm very excited to see a lot of new people here as well, coming back, like some of the ones from yesterday and the day before. Glad to have you guys. And if you're brand new, click subscribe and join the channel. Waiting to get back in. You just need to choose a direction. Yeah, I'm waiting till we go above 35,000 and we hold on top of it. That's me. At this point, Doge 25 or Doge 27 doesn't really make a difference to me. But I would just rather not buy in at Doge 27 or Doge 26 and then see Doge fall to 23 and me lose 3 cents instead, just for me being too, impatient. But by the time we get Bitcoin 35, we're going to be at about Doge 28 because Doge is lagging a little bit. Doge should be at about 26 right now. A little bit of fear in the crypto space. Understandable. You can tell the sentiment of the rest of the altcoins in the crypto market based off how fast they move when you directly compare them to Bitcoin. For example, a couple days ago on that massive Dogecoin run-up, where Dogecoin gained a lot of ground, Bitcoin held at a level and started at a key level and started moving up. All the cryptocurrencies, the altcoins, started to rally because they got this confidence seeing that we weren't actually going to crash. And Dogecoin started going up way faster than Bitcoin was going up, though it was doing the same patterns. At this moment, though, Bitcoin's going up faster than Dogecoin. So it's the opposite. That tells you that there's concern in the crypto market that we're not actually going to break above 35,000. But it does look strong. So, and this, I mean, it very well could be it. I mean, look at this massive breakout out of the bull flag. So that's cool. But now what we need to see is, first of all, let's actually make it to here. We need to actually make it. But then if we do make it, we want to see the break up and some holding going on. And then it could trade sideways all at once. What we don't want to see, on the other hand, is something, seeing that happen. And maybe even trying again and then failing. That's what you don't want to see. Is it the right time to buy Dogecoin now? Any possibility of pumping, Damo? No, it's not the right time to buy Dogecoin now, unfortunately. So, and I am now reading out of order, so I apologize, guys. The last thing you ever want to do is buy something at the top. Now, when you zoom out on Dogecoin, it doesn't really look like it's at the top, right? It looks like it's at 25. Now, 25 is actually a key level of support and resistance for Dogecoin, so that's cool. But when you look at the bigger picture, Dogecoin is following Bitcoin. And when you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is not near any kind of level, which means if this run-up fails here, Bitcoin has a lot of room down, which means that Doge is not going to respect this 25-cent level on the way back. Instead, you're going to see it dump right on back down probably to here, to 23. So it's not as safe as it seems. That's why I say look at Bitcoin instead of Doge when you're trying to do TA. So there's two buying areas on Bitcoin. What is a pitchfork? What is that? Oh, that's like a custom trend channel? Well, that's cool. I've never used that one before. Anyway, I clicked that by accident. There's two areas that you can buy Dogecoin at that are relatively safe. So it's going to be once Bitcoin continues this run up and makes it to the top side of 35 and proves that it's going to hold there. Then you have this little area in between 35 and 36,000, which should line up to be somewhere around 27 cents on Dogecoin, that you can feel more confident. But you're going to want to see it test and hold. Bitcoin's probably not going up to 40,000 and beyond today, so there's no reason to start feeling FOMO. Nothing crazy is happening today. There's no reason for it, unless Elon tweets or something crazy. So that's on the high side. Once we make this the new low, then you can buy here at what's now support. On the other side, you have somewhere near 31,000. If it tests and hold there, that's not a bad place to buy. Then you also have 33,000 as well, 33 flat, which, I mean, it's an okay level, but it's just not my favorite. If you want to do a chance buy, you can buy at 33,000 Bitcoin. But at that point, you really have to be careful and know that, I mean, you're buying right at the middle key level, which means if the price flips on the underside of that, it's technically bearish. When it flips on the top side, it's bullish. So you're like right at the deciding level. But it's just a little risky because it flies up and beyond that all the time. So you can really get faked out pretty easy if you're trying to be active. So if you're going to buy at this dip, I recommend this be more of a buy and hold than trying to scalp buy, because you might get faked out a lot and lose some money there. It's been happening. I mean, look. Look at what it's been doing at the 33,000 level. You see all this? You know how many people probably got faked out on these moves? Up and down and up and below and up, above and below and above and below and above and below. Like, I do not like the 33,000 level. And then 32 is just not a good enough support to buy it either. So this whole range is questionable. 31 is an actual level when you zoom out. See? Okay, Webull. All right. As you wish, I guess. Webull, please. All right. But as you can see, 31,000 is actually a level here. The major rejection there. Weeks later, major rejection there. Consolidation, support. So that would be the one. 29 is not the one because this is the actual danger, zone. You don't want to. Once you get down here, you should be more concerned about the potential sell-off to lower levels. Not looking for a dip buy there. That's too risky. A bit of stalling out there by Bitcoin. As you can see, we're stuck at 34,000 now. So that's not good. That's also why I said do not buy here. Not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Anything that you do with your money is completely up to you, and I am not responsible for any. No, I was playing. But no, I'm actually not. Yeah, so don't take what I'm saying as buy or sell signals, but I'm just giving advice. Thank you all for hanging out. We got like 55 people in here. Oh, makes sense. Thank you so much for subscribing. I didn't even see the notification at first. Let's replay that. Thank you so much, Makes Sense, for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate that. If anyone else wants to, is in the giving spirit today, wants to try and help me reach my goal of 3,000, I've got just a couple days left. Feel free to click that subscribe button. I post these kind of videos on technical analysis of Doge, SHIB, whatever in the world looks interesting to trade at the moment. And I also make how-to trade videos, and I live stream and answer all questions, read all comments, and all that good stuff. So very interactive channel. Oh. Quad up. Thank you so much for subbing, man. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for showing that support. Definitely subbing you official, bro. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. And don't get fooled by the name. I know 2020 Tech Official is a weird name for a trading channel. That's because when I started my YouTube channel, I was not trading. I was doing technology reviews. But I didn't make a new channel. I just transitioned to what I do now. Plus, it's just a channel name. My name is Mariano. Has nothing to do with 2020 Tech. All right. What other comments we got here? So, yo, what's going on, Justin Quinch? Welcome back. I have seen this rise. Yes. We'll see if it actually continues. XX is Ezux. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Man, we're getting close now. If anyone else wants to contribute, I really appreciate your support. Bitcoin running like the police chasing it. True. Going to fall. It's a fake out. It could be. I mean, Bitcoin's been down here for so long, though. It had its time. It's due to recover any moment now. And I just think it's really hilarious that Bitcoin cannot find the strength to recover just because of that Elon tweet saying we're suspending the acceptance of it for Teslas. Like, of all things. It's not like someone said that Bitcoin's useless or that Elon said one day Bitcoin will not be the currency of the future. He just said you guys are using too much energy to do the mining. So get that figured out. And in support of clean energy, I'm going to suspend the acceptance of you guys for now. And the Bitcoin's price cuts in half. It was at 60,000. Don't forget. It was at 60,000 before he tweeted, and then it went down to 29. That is absurd. Thinking the same thing? Both of you, Skydive and Motown? Want to buy, but we'll wait and see. Yeah, definitely wait. And here's the thing: if you're here for Dogecoin, I don't think really anybody in this stream is here for Bitcoin. I'm not. I don't buy and sell Bitcoin. I only buy and sell Doge. But you have to do your technical analysis off the market leader if it's the one controlling the price action. Whatever Dogecoin's next move is, if Dogecoin does not have good or bad news, Dogecoin isn't going to do anything on its own. It is not that kind of cryptocurrency. So it's going to follow what the market's doing. So almost play by play, candle by candle, it ends up following Bitcoin when it has nothing else to do. So if you want to find where the reversal points are, where the buy points are, where the sell points are, you need to look at the market leader, do your technical analysis based off that, and then copy what you've learned from Bitcoin and paste it onto Dogecoin. And that's where you'll find your buys and sells. Don't overanalyze the Dogecoin chart. It won't make sense. For example, that break above the 25-cent level that we just had. Well, actually, this one looks pretty good. But usually it's not that clean. So that one actually is perfect. So that's a bad example. James Lasorenzo, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Man, look at us. How many more do we have to go? What is that? 73. 73 more subs. And we've been getting like 100 a day. I think we got this. Thank you so much for the support. Whoa, what is that? Oh, this is looking pretty nice. This could be something. I'm not buying in until confirmation, but my thing is get me to a point where I can buy. I don't care what direction that's in. You can make money no matter where the price is. You just got to play it smart. Doesn't matter if the price is Bitcoin $1 million or Bitcoin $2. You buy at levels, you buy when there's confirmation that it's a decent place to buy. Pump and dump? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Dogecoin's pumping a bit? Yeah, it's just following the old Bitcoin. The old Doge is following Bitcoin. Sniper, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Love your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And thank you all for supporting me on Twitter, too. You guys have been, like, getting me new followers, liking my posts, retweeting my stuff. It's actually been working, so thanks. Supporting small channel. Helping me grow. All you OGs. I've got, like, the OGs from the first couple weeks, and I've got, like, the OGs here from, like, the first couple months as well. So all of you here today, you're still OGs in my book. Is it time to buy Dogecoin now? Oh, yeah, I did answer that. Sorry. Because I read out of order. The week chart makes the breakout look pretty weak. Yeah, that's why I just say anytime you're starting to feel... Hey, thank you, Dr. J. Appreciate that, man. Anytime you're starting to feel overly convinced of something happening to where you're like... I mean, your heart starts racing, your palms start getting your sweaty. You're like, ooh, this looks like we're about to break above 35,000. I think Bitcoin's going to the moon today. Just relax, inhale, go to a larger scale time frame, and zoom out. Suddenly, things won't look so exciting anymore. Like this, suddenly doesn't look so exciting. Yes, that is a massive candle, but you still see what's about to come. You see where it's probably going to go and get stopped out at. This doesn't look like, I mean, suddenly the FOMO goes away because you're like, oh, wait, that's resistance. So anytime you start getting too emotionally invested into what's happening, just click 4 hours or something. Or the daily. Maybe, I mean, you could do the daily too. As you can see here on the daily. Whoa. On the daily, I mean, this was a really strange candle setup here. Just like Doge almost, followed by that. See how far that candle goes, though. From this angle, it looks real bad from the weekly. Monthly, too, honestly. Monthly is not too important, though. We haven't even been up here that long for the monthly to mean anything. Let's see. I sold some, think it's a pump and dump. That's fair. And thank you again, Quad Up, for subbing. I get skeptical when I see one huge candle. Yes, me too. Usually, I mean, people get faked out a lot by buying on massive green candles. The bigger the candles get, the more skeptical you should get. That means you're probably late to the show. And when you're late to the show, that's usually around the time where a reversal happens. For example, and I in my how-to trade sessions, I've been trying to tell people this. Don't get baited in. This is how FOMO really starts. Let's just say this didn't happen yet. And you see this. So you see these candles getting, these green candles getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're like, oh man, this looks like it's about to take off. Look at that momentum. And you buy in on the massive green candle. What happens? Oh, it stops. Then you see this. Let's just say you hadn't bought in yet. Then you see this. green candle. Okay, we're breaking out. Green, big candle, massive candle, and you're seeing this just keep going and going and going. You're like, oh man, I need a piece of this. Look at this candle. This is the move right here. You buy in, it stops. Usually when it stops, it also reverses. That's the easiest way to get baited into making the wrong decision. If you haven't bought in by the time the candles are looking absolutely massive, you're probably too late. So wait for the next pullback. You should either have been buying in low as soon as the move started and you got confirmation it was beginning, or at a pullback. But I mean, at this point, there's no real pullback to buy into. This isn't a level, so you're just in the middle of the air. That's where we let the noobs buy. You let the unexperienced traders continue taking their shots, formulate the price action, and present you with a new opportunity. But you don't have to be one of them chasing 50-50 coin flipping up and down with no levels in sight. Yeah, just wait our turn. Patient money makes money. We'll just say that. Something good's definitely happening right now and you're not an expert. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been up this high. I mean, that's a massive candle. It seems like there's good news somewhere and we just haven't found it. There could have been some good news somewhere, or this could be a whale buying in or something. But as you can see, it's a very unusual candle. And we did get one like that right here. So it's not completely out of the way. And there were a couple breakouts. Like I said, we broke above the 200 EMA, broke above the 33. But as you can see, there was just no... This was the 1 minute time frame. And there were really no pullbacks anywhere here in this 1 minute candle. So that was just very strange. Seems a little like manipulation of some sort. A pump or a whale buying or something. Which then makes me question, how long will the move last? Because if we know that there was a lot of FUD in the market, and that's the reason we were at this low anyway, then you start to question, well, once the whale buy or the manipulation's over, if there's still that same FUD and that uncertainty still remains, what's going to keep the price continuing to go up at that point? Does suddenly everyone's sentiment change to bullish? I don't know. Hey, Richard, what's going on? One of our members of the channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Richard. Really appreciate you. And hey, yeah, anytime, man. Glad to come on for you guys and glad to help. And thank you for supporting me in return. Much appreciated. Did I get you a Discord link? I don't know that I did. If not, let's set that up so I can let you in. So, dumb money, AMC ape. The breakout will be when Bitcoin gets above 35,000. Yes, technically. And at that point, we might not really see much of a breakout, but we'll see stability. There will be a potential buy opportunity. So where you can actually buy low. Because basically all I'm saying is 33,000 is a potential buy opportunity because that's at support. Next support is once we make this support. 34,000's right in the middle towards the higher side. That's just not a buy spot. At that point, I mean, you could go up or you could go down, and you're just buying in the middle of nowhere. So that's never where you want to do it. And again, thank you, Dr. J, for the Twitter follow. Average is 25 cents. Should you sell everything right now and get a better price when you go to 24? Not necessarily. I mean, just wait to see what happens. Let's see. If your average is 25 cents, if you don't feel confident in your play, yeah, if you're going to be breaking even or in the green right now and you think you made a mistake, it's fine to sell and reset. It's just bad practice when you buy and then you sell at a loss very soon before the play actually plays out. But if you're in profit and you just think you clicked the wrong button, you did something a little too fast, then yeah, you can cut it in profit or at break even and reset. Chosen. Still at work, but you're tuned in. Hey, I appreciate that support, Byron. Wait our turn? Exactly. Burned too many times? Yep. Yeah, it probably was a whale buy. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, Richard. Yeah, we'll get that set up. Next resistance for Bitcoin's 35,000. After that, I mean, you can expect trading between 35 and like, I mean, if you just look here. Oh, this isn't Bitcoin. You can look here, see the most common resistance area would then be 37, 38-ish. Really 38,000 on the high side. So really this window. So you have 35 to 37, 38,000. That's usually the common easy trading window with highs up closer to 40. We have not successfully broken 42,000. So once we break 42,000 and we start actually heading up at that point, that's when we can confirm that Bitcoin is on its way back up to kind of where it came from. The massive run up towards like 50, 55,000. So until we can break above 42, we're still stuck. As you can see, like we came from way up here. We have to get back up here and above to really be taken off. But right now, shorter term, we're just talking about getting to this next level here, this area. And we'll definitely have resistance at 35,000 Bitcoin. Once we get to 30 to 35, you can see 37 is where that 200 EMA is. So that's going to be another thing keeping us held down. And welcome back to the stream, Sandeep. It's been a minute. Haven't seen you in a bit. Sunday afternoon, some people might be out enjoying the humidity. Yeah, that was me earlier. So yeah, 100%. What's my Bitcoin price prediction for July? I'm gonna be honest to do. I have absolutely no idea. Like, if I told you any kind of number, I'd be lying. There's no way in the world I can give you a price prediction. I can barely even give you a price prediction for Bitcoin tomorrow. And the reason being is it's 100% unpredictable. I mean, there's nothing technical to predict off of. And there's nothing fundamental to predict off of. So, like, yeah. All we can do is analyze and look shorter term. Because at this moment, we're literally in the middle of Bitcoin's price action. And though we're in a bearish area, we're showing signs of bullish strength, like we're wanting to get back out and hold back in our normal area. At this point, it could fail 35,000. If it does that, then I feel pretty bearish about it again because it failed again. Then we have to see what happens at 33. If it fails 33, it could be pretty bad. So then at that point, we could end up anywhere Bitcoin 25 to like low 30s. Or we could break above 35 right here and hold, in which case that prediction could be anywhere from 35 to 40. So it's just completely unpredictable. Like, I could not honestly tell you. This is more of a day-by-day watch. And then in between there, Bitcoin could get good or bad news, which will completely throw the technical analysis we did in the trash can as far as what patterns were shaping up, because that will force the price up or down. So yeah, it is extremely up in the air, like Motown said. 42 would be the true point to start feeling good. Yes, absolutely. As you see here, ever since we've gotten down here, we were never able to really get to 42,000 and hold above it. It's always been like the absolute, like the roof. Oh, it's good morning for you. Awesome. Just like with AMC, I've become numb to when that number dips, so I feel numb when Bitcoin dips too. That's a good thing. Calm, cool, collected. Very nice. Yeah, if you're in AMC or GameStop, you already have that hodler mentality. It's kind of the same thing right here. Like, if you firmly believe what's going to happen next based off what you know, then you just see everything as a dip buy opportunity and then eventually a profit opportunity. This is too reasonable. I'm trying to gamble it all. Well, PD, the whole point is me trying to keep people from gambling their bank accounts and actually just make plays that end up being profitable. With the highest % chance of being profitable, it's possible. Oh, it's Monday morning? Wow. It is Sunday at about 7 p.m. here. It's still daylight, so you are very far ahead of me in time. Wow. Oh, check this out. A nice Bitcoin run. A part 2. Which means Doge is probably 26 right now. Still lagging. Look, Doge really isn't even breaking out like Bitcoin is. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum's doing pretty nice. Heading back to 2000. Pretty strong. Had a nice big run up here from 16. Oh no, that was 1800. Actually, that wasn't that big. Bitcoin's definitely taken off the most here. Exactly, James. Exactly. Nice, Motown. Oh, same for you, XX? Wow. Kind of regret you didn't buy last night. Last night was a really bad time to buy, if I'm being perfectly honest. I looked at it last night too, and I could not get myself to buy it, because just look at the way it was trading here overnight. It was messing around with the line. It kept falling to the underside right here. And, I mean, we had even an inverse head and shoulders here. That should have boosted it up. Went to the top side, still was falling under, and it fell further under here. So, there was really no... It was too risky of a buy for me. No matter what ended up happening. She is running well. But don't forget, keep it in perspective. All we're doing is getting up to resistance here. Until we break resistance, nothing exciting actually happened. Because, I mean, how many times have we ever gotten up to a resistance point? I mean... Oh, you sold this morning at 32.9? Yeah, I mean, it happens. You did leave money on the table, right? I mean, that's just part of trading. If you scalp, you leave money on the table at some points. That's just how it goes. That's what I've always said is the downside of scalping. It's like, there are going to be times where you buy low, you sell what you say was high, and you sell at the right time. But then at that point, what you have to do is find a new buy-in opportunity at a new confirmation. So you have to reset and start that process over again. Sometimes that means, like on Doge, you're buying at, let's just say 21 cents. You're selling at 24. And then you say, all right, I'm going to scalp that move, and then I'm going to find another buy-in opportunity. Sometimes at that point, you get a typical dip down back to 20s. You get to rebuy in and then sell high again. Other times, the price keeps going, and then you have to buy back in at 26 and then ride that wave at confirmation of a low at 26 and ride that to 29. But the price you pay for that security of properly scalping is you missed the move from 24 to 26. But you saved yourself from potentially falling from 24 back to 20. So... There's just no way to scalp and catch every part of the move. That's just how it goes. But, I mean, you traded it the way you thought was proper. And in my opinion, 33 was a good spot to sell. It looked very, very unstable. So selling 32.9 was actually a really good call. And then, I mean, you could have, if you really thought you were seeing a break back up, you could have bought back in, or you could wait here. So, I mean, yes, some money left on the table, but like I said, it happens all the time. Ooh, subs, cool. Matthew Cogswell, thank you so much for subscribing, man. And PD, thank you, appreciate that. My camera angle's a little off. 1 second. I think that's a little better. Yeah, there'll be another chance. But you still feel it was the right time? Yeah, exactly. It was the right time. I agree. I wouldn't feel bad with that play. To the moon. Yes, yes, yes. Now it's time to pay attention for the next hour. Should let us know. Exactly. Bitcoin, if we break 35,000, what's next resistance and probability of breaking that resistance? Low probability. I'll say that first and foremost, at least short term. Bitcoin hasn't showed any signs that it really wants to recover yet, and that the FUD that's been in the market is like gone. So until people really start feeling comfortable buying up Bitcoin and feeling bullish on it overall, I don't think Bitcoin's breaking any like key levels. So if we manage to break 35, which is like the average price support, should be right now, we're on the underside of it, but if we can get back to the top side of it, we probably get stopped out somewhere around 37, 38. I doubt we go back up to 40 anytime soon. But yeah, 37,000 is the next strong resistance on Bitcoin. Hey, Advantage, what's going on, man? What's going on? Hope you're doing good today. Thank you all for the likes as well. Almost a 1-to-1 ratio. That's awesome. If you are not already subscribed, we've got like 40 people in here. If any of you aren't subscribed, please consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe and helping me get close to my goal for the month. I am on target, just about. But we're definitely cutting it close. So I've been hustling, grinding every single day, making sure I get videos out and content. If you want to return the favor and help me hit my goal, I would appreciate it. Thank you. And I'd love to catch you in the next video and live stream. So that's the real reason. As we can see here, a little bit of weakness here from Bitcoin, as expected, because this move was just very, very unusual. But that's not to say it won't succeed, but overall I'm not really convinced, I guess you could say. So now we gotta just wait a minute here and see how this plays out. What's everyone's thoughts? Let's drop a poll. Let's drop a poll. 1 second. What order can I put in Dogecoin and then buy it to make profits? It depends on the time. There's not like a and B equals C type answer to that question. Anytime you buy like under 20 or 25 cents Dogecoin, you can probably hold it and expect that in a month or two it will be in profit. That's really all I can say. Unless you're talking like short term, it could either be if Bitcoin breaks to 35,000 and holds there, your dip buy is probably going to be around 26.5, 27 cents Dogecoin. Then you hold that till later. You could sell it at like 30, or you could hold it longer. Or if Bitcoin falls to 31,000, you'll be closer to 20 cents Dogecoin. There's another dip buy. You can sell that at 25 cents, or you can sell that at like 28 cents. Or if Bitcoin crashes harder, you can buy Doge in the mid-teens, anywhere from like 15 to 19 cents. And then you can sell that mid-20s or 30, or you can just hold it. So, I mean, that's just a very vague question. There's not one answer to that. So there's not just one order that I can give you where you can buy and sell and you just magically be in money. So it's really just buying low and selling later. James says, I'm going to open up some Ric Flair interview segments in another tab on my computer to help the vibe. Nice. Very nice. When did I say that Bitcoin has some support now at 34,000? At this moment, but I don't really trust that level. It's, to me, it's 34 to 35,000 being like that support or resistance level. But I need, for confirmation of a buy, I need it to be confirmed, which means for me not really buying in at 34,000 when we still have 35,000 to get through. But yeah, it's hanging out, and it has in the past, but I really focus on key levels, which means not just intermediate levels, because then, I mean, you have like 50 million lines on your chart. You're looking at every single $1,000 Bitcoin, because really, at some point, there has been support or resistance at almost every $1,000 increment on Bitcoin, from 29, then we just caught here at 30, strong level at 31, weaker level at 32, stronger level at 33, weaker level here at 34, which is exactly where it's holding right now, but it is a level. Stronger level at 35, weaker level at 36, stronger level at 37, weaker level at 30. Like literally, that's what's been happening all the way up to 42,000. But if you do that, you end up doing too much. So you got to pick the most important supports and resistances and try and just gauge off those the best you can, or else you'll end up, like I said, it's kind of the same thing as when a trader has every single indicator in the book on their screen and supports and resistances horizontal and diagonal, and they just like aren't locked in on what's really important. It makes it really, really complicated and hard to perform properly. But yes, 34,000 technically is a light level. Let's see. Bought in at 235, so you want to sell it, but you don't know if it'll be going down the next step. 235 is a good place to kind of hold and wait, I would say, because if it does go down, what you can do is sell if it gets really, really close to you. Like if you see it at 224 or like 239 or 238 and you start getting uncomfortable and it looks bad, then you could sell it. You'll still be in profit at that point, but then you could just wait for it to dip down further and then buy back in once it passes below 235. But being at 235 now Doge is at 2.5, so you're in the clear. It's not even close to you, so you can be a little patient, see if it goes up to 35,000 Bitcoin. If it does, you could sell it there if it starts looking weak and like it's going to pull back, or you can just hold it and see if you can just do a long-term hold at 235, and that just be the point where Bitcoin never goes back down here and Dogecoin never falls back down to where you bought it. Then you have a low average. So it depends on what your trading style is too. Are you looking to buy and sell frequently, or are you looking to buy low and hold and sell like when Doge goes to 50 cents again or something? Because that's what really matters. If your answer is you're looking to wait, definitely 235 is a good average to have. But if you're looking to scalp, then you probably want to sell it at like Doge 26.5 cents or something. That should be about when Bitcoin gets to 35,000. Yeah, probably 26-ish, 26.5. But you'll see, just look at your Bitcoin chart, and whenever it gets to 35,000, that could be your selling point. Whenever it gets like here. It's still on bear market right now? Yes. In my opinion, it's still completely bear market until we go to the top side of 35,000. I don't care what happens underneath that. We are still bearish. In the same way that being on the underside of a 200 EMA line is considered bearish, or being on the underside of a VWAP indicator line is bearish, being on the underside of 35,000 is bearish. We are not at all, we can't consider anything we're doing bullish till we get above the average price. Yeah. But being below it right now is a bad sign. It's just how it goes. Now, it's nice being above 33 because we were really bearish when we were under that, but we are still bearish. Not extremely like we were down here, but still. This is the line. Like, this is the average price line, 35, 36,000. Okay, thanks. You really answer all the questions and you are so nice, so I will subscribe. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate that support. As you guys can see too, I disabled all forms of donating. I took away super chats and super stickers. As you can see, there's no option for that. There shouldn't be. There is on my screen, but hopefully it's not on yours, because I did disable it. I'm no longer accepting donations of any sort through YouTube's donating platform. Like I said, super chat, super stickers. The link in the description, I got rid of the donation links there through PayPal and Cash App and everything. It is all gone, 100% gone. No longer accepting donations, because I am fully in support of the hashtag #PayMeInDoge movement, which means if anyone thought in their mind at any given point that you wanted to donate to me for some reason. I never asked for money. I don't want your donation. I would much rather have the subscription and help my channel grow. That's my goal right now. But of course, if you donate, I do appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what that QR code is right above me. As you can see, it says #PayMeInDoge. So if you do want to donate, if you have a like crypto wallet or Coinbase account or something, I do accept Dogecoin as my only method of payment for anything. And that will go for donations as well. So I encourage you guys, if you're really into Dogecoin and you really want to see it succeed, try and figure out ways where you can accept Dogecoin too. It's really not hard. Create like a Coinbase account or something, and then find Dogecoin and just click the receive button. And it'll give you a QR code and a wallet address so that other people can send Dogecoin to that for you. But yeah, I'm accepting Doge. Doge is payment. 2020 Tech official channel is now accepting Dogecoin as payment. How about that? And I think once I start putting out merchandise, because I told you guys, like, you've seen me wearing my Dogecoin shirt and my Buy the Dip shirt. So I told you guys that I am going to try and like make some that y'all could buy if you really wanted one, because I want to make some nice ones, not only high quality fabric, which you don't find when you just buy them off Amazon or something, but cool design too. And it's not going to have my channel name on it, because I don't like merch that has like the channel really branded. I like to buy actual clothes, so it won't have my logo on it either. It'll just be a cool shirt. But I'll accept Doge for payment for that too. I'll figure out a way. But that's not happening now. I am working on it though, because I want it for myself, and then I'll sell them if y'all want them to. Oh, we are very zoomed out, aren't we? Sorry. A little bit of sideways trading here from Bitcoin as it decides what it wants to do. Could be another run up here. As you can see, the 200 EMA is really far down. I don't care about any other EMAs, by the way. They're unnecessary in my opinion. Three-minute still looks okay. This candle's a little weak. 1 minute actually looks a little worse. Let's see, what music are we actually playing here? Let's do... Did we already hear these? I think we did. Oh well. Anybody have any questions? I'm checking my Twitter right now, make sure we're not missing anything. Thank you, Millennial in NYC, for all the support recently. I've seen you liking all my tweets up. Really appreciate that. Liking and retweeting. And same to Tiffany as well. I don't know if you're in the stream, but Tiffany Morgan, thank you. So 34K-ish is the support right now. I mean, at this moment, yes. But it's not a strong support level, so I don't think much of it. It's not like if it goes back to 34,000, I'm going to buy there. That's not a buy level to me, but it is like a holding level. Usually it consolidates there before something else happens. On the way down, it'll consolidate there before it continues. On the way up, it'll usually consolidate there before it continues to go up. But it's never been like some key level that I really feel confident buying or selling at. Seems like we've stalled out. Yep. That's what I was saying. Like, this is all fun and everything. Like, nice move up. But until we can actually get above 35,000, which we've stalled out at twice before, like, this move doesn't mean anything. I mean, after this, we could just see a sell-off right down to 25,000 Bitcoin. So until we can get to the bullish side of things, just doing a pullback here in a bounce I mean, we do bounces all the time. We actually have to get past the level of resistance for it to be meaningful. So this shouldn't take too much longer. I think this is just a couple minutes here. So I'm willing to watch this and wait it out and answer questions. But yes, Mickey, 100%. You sold at 252. Nice. That's a good sell. I mean, you sell 252, you wait, see what happens next. You buy back at like 265. I mean, you're only 1 cent off there, but then you have confirmation that it's a bottom, so then you don't deal with a loss. So it's a pretty, wrote up from 2.4. Oh, nice. A whole cent. Cool. With a lot of shares, that can be a lot of money. A whole cent, much wow. I mean, that was a high buy-in too, so at least you got in got out at profit, because there's a chance that it stopped at 2.4. I remember when you did that buy. Much wow. What kind of videos do you guys want next? So, because obviously when things are completely trading sideways, we already know I'm making my course in general, so know that. But what kind of videos do you want to see, or on what? I know someone requested AMP. So I still have to make a video on AMP coin. Sudeep, what's going on? Is this a fake out? Probably. I am feeling pretty confident that this is a fake out, which is why I'm just kind of on my hands at the moment and not buying or doing anything. AMP, okay, so there's 2 for AMP. It doesn't matter like what topic, as long as it has something to do with trading. In general, that could be stocks, crypto, or if it's something that doesn't require a video, I'll address it for you on a live stream. But I just mean, just what do you want, and then I can make the determination from there on how I give you the info. So I've heard AMP. Let's see. You bought 125,000 Dogecoins yesterday at 24 cents. Was that a good move? Will this hit 50? Wow. Or did you make a mistake? I mean, short term. I mean, there's 2 answers to that question, because it's always dependent on what your play is. Do you have a short term play or a long term play? If you're trying to scalp, yes, that was probably a bad move. If you're trying to hold long term, no, it wasn't necessarily a bad move, because this should hit 50. Based off what we know, we should definitely, once Bitcoin recovers, be getting back to 40 to 50,000 Bitcoin pretty easily, which is going to mean somewhere around 40, 45 cents to 50 cents Dogecoin, like easily. We were just 40 cents a couple days ago, don't forget, off the Coinbase announcement. So it's not like it's so far away or at all impossible. Drink? Something with the seltzer. So Chrissy, to answer your question, no, I don't think you made a mistake unless you're trying to scalp. And even still, you're not in a terrible spot because the price hasn't gone back down yet. So what you can do is just wait this play out and see if it goes up to like 26, 27 or beyond, or if it does not and it starts coming back towards your 24-cent buy, and you can sell it at break even or barely profit, you know, a couple dollars. So you're not in a bad spot right now. But I mean, ideally, I wouldn't have bought in at 24 because 25 was resistance. So you were really close to a reversal spot. In my opinion, it was either like buying at 20, or at this point, probably buying once Bitcoin goes over 35,000. So hopefully I answered that question. If not, feel free to ask a secondary question, Chrissy. You feel the same, Sandeep? Thank you guys for commenting and everything. I enjoy the interaction. On a beach with cocktail trading, stylish, with some CSI silhouette shades. Are you really? That's the trading dream. Sometimes I go trade at like outside of Starbucks just so I feel important. And then I come back to my lowly living. XX says, I low-key want to sell right now, then buy later when it dips again. Is that a bad move? No, not at all. Not a bad move. Because we are stalling out. Thank you. We are stalling out and we're near resistance level. So, if it was me, I wouldn't even be in right now. So I can't really tell anyone not to sell. If anything, I would rather wait, see if we go back down to 33 and buy the dip there, or buy a dip at 31, or buy at 35,000. I wouldn't want to be really in at the 34,000 area. And keep in mind, I'm talking Bitcoin prices, but whatever Dogecoin happens to be at that moment is what I'm talking about. Everyone here knows I have no Bitcoin. And I will flip back to the Doge chart here in a moment because no one really wants to talk about Bitcoin except for a couple of you. But the stream is titled primarily Dogecoin, so definitely would like to know more about AMP. Okay, AMP it is. We'll do AMP. Let's go back to Doge chart. So you can see here from another perspective, I mean, it's close to the 25,000. How'd I do that? To the 25 cent level. It's already doing a triangle, which is a little strange. It just barely broke above the level. It's already doing a triangle. We'll see where that triangle goes. Zoom out just a little bit. Ooh, that drink's good. Tastes like a pina colada. As you can see here, there's a little bit of resistance here at 26 cents, but primarily the strong level is right here at 28 Dogecoin. It's going to take a whole lot to break above that. You see all these touches? So this is probably where we'll be if Bitcoin really gets to 35. Well, no, that's not true. It's probably like 36,000 Bitcoin. But either way, this is the really strong level for Doge. 38 cents, 28 cents. This pattern looks like it wants to go up here, so I won't put it past it. But let's give it a minute here and see. Some moments of truth today. You did, thank you. Awesome, great. But yeah, based off what we know, Dogecoin will easily get back to 40 cents. Dogecoin was 40 cents on its own just a couple days ago. Off the Coinbase announcement, it went up to 44 cents. That was with Bitcoin not even recovering. Once Bitcoin recovers, Dogecoin's probably going to go like back to 50 cents. 40 minimum, 60 on the higher end. So that's your window, 40 to 60 cents when Bitcoin really gets above 42,000 and starts heading back to 50s. So any investment that you have now, you can start calculating your return on investment, your multiples, or your percentage gains. Here's your every 5 minute, not really 5 minutes, probably like 20. Reminder, guys, if you're new to this channel, or if you've been here a couple times and you're enjoying the content and the streams and the videos and all that, consider clicking subscribe for me and help me reach my goal. I've got like 2 days left, and I am going to do everything it takes to reach my goal, and you guys are the ones that can help me get there, so thank you. Here we go. A little bit of a attempt to break above on this triangle. As you can see this here. There's two ways to look at it though. I like to be as conservative as possible. So really you do need to break above this horizontal line here. to really signify a break. There we go. And that just keeps you from getting faked out. Be as conservative as possible with your price targets, with your drawing. And maybe you're starting to see what I mean. Some people probably have this drawn like that, so that's where they got a rejection right here. But then you still need to break above this line. Just be a little conservative with this one as well. As conservative as possible. This doesn't have to be perfect, but there we go. There's your conservative triangle. And really the bottom level doesn't even matter, because once it breaks below, there's still horizontal levels to look at here with the bottoms of these. So I'm more concerned about breaking out the top of this ascending triangle we have here. It's the way things are looking. We'll see. Lost a little bit of steam here on the move up. Interesting. Keep in mind, this can also go down. Me drawing that line was not telling you what direction I think this is going to go in. I'm just drawing out one scenario, because it could very well go the other way. Or it could even do another bounce. Who knows? All I do, I look at triangles as an indicator that something's about to happen, and I wait and see what that something is, and then I can play off that. I don't try and predict off triangles. Too late? Too late for what? Hopefully the scenario holds. Yeah. And we'll see. I hope for those that bought at like 24 that this goes up for you. For me personally, I hope it goes down because I'd like to buy a lower dip. But for everyone else, I hope it goes up. I would like for it to go down one more time before it goes up. Obviously, I want it to go up because I want Doge to hit $1. That's the goal. Doge to $1, and then Doge to $2, Doge to $3. We've already talked about why that's possible. To go to about $3 longer term. Not even very long term. If you guys want me to discuss that, let me know. But yeah, I would like to get a dip again at like 15, 20 cents would be cool in the teens to just ride that wave up from there. Hey, Alrod, what's going on? My average is 31. Is that good, or should I buy more? I'd say 31's an okay average. By the time Doge hits about 60 cents, you'll have doubled your investment, so that's cool. But 31 cents is a little high given current circumstances. It's not bad though, by any means. It's not bad. As you see here, Doge's average trading area was from 30 to like 35 cents. So 31's actually good, but you might, if you have more money to average down with, you might want to buy a couple Doge down here at the 25 mark to lower your average. You know? But if your average is 31, buying at 25 isn't going to really lower your average very much. So maybe you don't want to do that. Oh, this is looking to maybe be somewhat of a little cup and handle in between. Maybe it doesn't even pull back. Oh, cool. Or maybe it does. Well, that's already a break above the line. So let's see if that's a fake out or not. Okay. You've been faked out. This is why I always say if you're a breakout trader, or if you want to be, you should be waiting for confirmation. Which means a breakout and some sort of pullback, or at least getting way out of the hole. But really, you want confirmation if you don't want to play it risky. Let's see. Oh, Destiny, you want me to talk about why Doge can hit $3? Yeah, I want to buy heavy at 15. Me too. All in. Here's some fun news. Volkswagen announced they're going to stop selling combustion engine vehicles to Europe by 2035. At least that's a long time from now. That gives us some time to have fun. Hopefully, most of us will be a good bit older by then, to where maybe we don't even want cars to make noise. I know I'll probably be a good bit up there. 40s. I mean, it's not old, but you know what I mean. It means I would have had my fun with the loud cars already, which I currently am already. You buy at $1,500 ETH mid-July. Nice, that's a great buy. I mean, are you projecting 1,500 ETH or what? Maybe I misread that statement. Destiny, yes, thank you. Okay. And Destiny, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. Guys, we are only 69 subscribers away from 3,000. So, if anyone in this stream, there are 38 of you right now, if you have not clicked subscribe and you like the channel so far, consider clicking that button for me, that subscribe button. I'll do everything it takes to reach my goals. I don't give up. And we've got, I mean, each day we've been getting like 50, so I don't doubt it's going to happen. But the closer we can get, the less stressed out I'll be tomorrow and the day after. I don't accept failure as an option. I believe I can do it. Even if that means putting out 10 videos a day, we get it done. Price action said, psych. Look at this nonsense. All right, anyway. Let's talk Dogecoin projections, shall we? By a show of hands in the chat, who can... Let's just use this opportunity to talk. Can you give us that look again? No, I don't know what you're gonna do with that. No, Cynthia. That was a one-time thing. If you weren't able to snip it then for the memes, I can't do it again. Until further notice. When it comes, it'll come. It's got to be at the right moment, though. I can't just... I think we drop until end of July. Ah, okay. Interesting. So by a show of hands, just via comments in the chat, who knows or can think of some of like the fundamental or the catalysts that Dogecoin has that should increase its value? Let's start the conversation. Just start listing them off. What kind of things can you guys think of for Dogecoin? Let's have an interactive discussion. What kind of things can you guys think of for Dogecoin that should propel the price up or that give it value? I just want opinions. I'll get to the fundamentals of why I gave a certain price target number. Low cost? Okay, Destiny. Cool. Low cost, that's right. Media and social media attention. Right. That's a big one. Fast transactions. There you go. That's a big one too. Hype. That's also a big one. Elon Musk. Nice. I like these answers. Elon Musk. Okay, Quado. Elon. Kid says Elon as well. Cool. The talk with Musk next month will prove it. Okay, so this was actually a cup and handle, guys. So a bit of a like fake out cup and handle though. And now it's looking to take off. So cool. That's really what this was overall. I mean, if you take away the triangle. See that? We'll see if it actually goes, though. That's just the way it's looking. This is still not like a buy or sell moment here. It's just taking note of what's happening. Pro the Doge, that's a good one. Pro the Doge, the support from him. Elon's birthday being tomorrow. Okay. Smart contracts into the Ethereum bridge is #1 in your opinion. Cool. Okay. Strong catalysts. While you guys are still answering that question, what other, and this doesn't directly tie to my answer. I'm just conversing. What other coins do you feel like, and if you have any good ideas that I actually haven't thought of, that'd be interesting to see here too. But what other coins can you think of that like does what Dogecoin does in its space, being a retail coin? And what catalysts do you think those coins have that would increase its value? If you know of any. I feel like I'm doing a quiz right now, but I promise I'm genuinely curious before I move on to my actual answer. See what Bitcoin's doing right at this moment. Bitcoin's not really doing much, but it is cup and handling as well, but it has not done a breakout like Doge has. Interesting. Polygon-matic? Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Well, I won't hold too long without Doge. Hello. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's really not moving that quickly. Now Doge is moving faster than Bitcoin. You guys see this? Let's check Twitter real quick. Dogecoin. It's always good whenever something crazy starts happening. Just do your due diligence and check Twitter real quick. Make sure you didn't miss any news. I'm not seeing anything obvious. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just a Dogecoin doing its thing here. A break. Cool. We'll see what ends up happening. Dogecoin's a little behind anyway, so this is technically correct. Dogecoin has some move to run to catch up to where it's supposed to be, because by the time Bitcoin gets to like 35, 36,000, Dogecoin's supposed to be at 28. And as you can see, Bitcoin's very close and Dogecoin is not. So on the moves up, Doge should be moving up faster. Hey, Doge price prediction, just depends on where Bitcoin goes. Doge can either go up to 28-ish, 27, 28 cents here, or fall back down to like 23. I don't know. We kind of have to see what Bitcoin does right here to answer that question, Amanda. So we are, and hey, welcome back to the stream. So we're kind of watching to see what this next move is going to be. Got a cup and handle here from Doge. Bitcoin's not quite as strong though, so that's the concern. What is that? It's very close to 35,000 though, but it's not there. But nice movement from Dogecoin here for sure. Start to shift this camera up a bit. Wow, look at Doge go. Probably McDonald's news about acquiring Dogecoin as payments. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Zaki? I haven't seen you comment before. Welcome. It's time, hopefully. Coinbase was a big catalyst. I agree. Cool. Cool, guys. So, as you can see, Dogecoin has a lot going for it. Those are just some of the things you guys could think off the top of your head, right? So many things. Not only, here's the thing, and here's the difference between Dogecoin and a lot of the different coins. There's different segments of coins. There's this guy, What is his channel name? 1 second. Coin. Coin Bureau. Yeah, this guy. Coin Bureau. See this? I encourage you to watch some of his videos as well, because I feel like he has a lot of the same opinions as me, but he doesn't really do live streams, but he does like videos, and they can be very informative. And I watched one yesterday to where he said like almost every single thing that I had in mind that I had made a point about in a live stream, like in one video. Like he talked about SHIB, he talked about altcoins in general, he talked about the different categories of coins, just good stuff. I like his channel. But anyway, there's multiple different categories of coins, as you guys probably know. So you have the coins that are like a store of value, like Bitcoin, and that's really all they do. Then you have the coins that are really representing a network, like Ethereum, the Ethereum network, and ETH is the coin that belongs to the Ethereum network. But on Ethereum network, the network, I mean, Ethereum is huge because it's a network that supports other coins, right? So tons of the coins that you see here when you go on coinmarketcap.com, a lot of them, or most of them, are like DeFi apps or layer 2 solutions that are here to run on top of Ethereum, take advantage of the network, and either provide services or make things run better. So Ethereum is a network, and it's like the enabler of all of these, and these are made to make Ethereum better. And then you have other network coins like Cardano. Cardano network is supposed to be the Ethereum rival. You've got things like Chainlink, which is an oracle, which helps like inject information. You've got like Polygon and Polkadot and all that stuff, other like blockchain type solutions and all that. Anyway, you've got those, and then you've got the pump coins like SHIB, which is teetering on this line between absolute meme pump coin and a coin that's also trying to find some value in some kind of like fundamentals, while also trying to find some value in actually providing service with like Shiba Swap and everything you can do there. SHIB, in my opinion, hasn't found itself yet, and it's trying to make a transition to become useful. So that's interesting. But then you've got the actual 1000% meme pump coins where people just make a coin for it to pump. So there's that. And then you've got like the savings coins, where they're made for you to buy in. They have like a token burn rate, limited supply, penalties for selling, and they're these coins that are made for you to just invest, hold your money in, and over time your account's supposed to grow. And then you have the retail coins like Dogecoin, which really have no purpose at all except for the purpose we give to them, and the value being like a currency value. Some of these coins, they're worth $1,000. Some of them, like Bitcoin, tens of thousands of dollars. Some of them are worth, like SHIB, like a millionth of a cent or something like that. Not literally, but you've got Dogecoin, which is trying to be worth like $1, $2, $3, $10, something like that. Like they all have their own different space and purpose. So you really have to put into perspective when you're trying to figure out price targets. First and foremost, what does each one do and what is it trying to accomplish? Because saying that you think a meme pump coin that's only goal is to pump can potentially one day pass Bitcoin or the Ethereum network that the meme pump coin runs on is a little absurd. Just if you're trying to think logically, obviously anything can happen someday, and vice versa. And then saying something like even Dogecoin should be more valuable than Bitcoin can be a stretch in some cases. So, I mean, really just first and foremost, when you're trying to think of price predictions, you want to keep in perspective what each thing does and what it's trying to accomplish and how much value that action really has in the grand scheme of cryptocurrency. So that's where I like to start. So, like I said, Bitcoin's a store of value in the code. There's plenty of things set up, and the whole way it's constructed is so that literally it gets more, just like gold. As there's less of it, well, first of all, there's only a limited supply on the planet of cryptocurrency, just like there's only so much gold. It's not a renewable resource. Then the more you find, the less there is left, so the harder the rest becomes to find. And that's how Bitcoin's code's also set up. So, and then there's the halving event, and there's all this stuff. So Bitcoin's code is literally made to make it exponentially increase in value over time as more of it is mined. So catching up to something like that begins to sound really, really unreasonable. Whoa, Dogecoin. We got to take a break and check and see what Bitcoin's. Absolutely nothing. So Doge is having a moment of its own here. Don't get too FOMO'd out here, because this is what Dogecoin did yesterday or a couple days ago. I don't know if you guys remember. And yeah, there could be run up just because Elon's birthday coming, you know, when that hits. Is that tomorrow? That is tomorrow, right? So there could be run up going into tomorrow, just as there's some hype around what he might do. It's been a long time since we had any volatility, so, and there's also nothing really to trade in the stock market or in crypto. So this could be a prime opportunity. So just keep your eyes peeled. And thank you all so much for those likes. If you haven't clicked subscribe already, come subscribe to this channel. I would love to see you guys in the next video and live stream. So just keep an eye on two things. There could be a run up anytime near tomorrow just because it's Elon's birthday and people are, you know, it's Dogecoin, it's Elon. Two, Dogecoin is a little far behind where it's supposed to be. So on any signs of hope, Dogecoin is going to take opportunities to catch up. That's what it did a couple days ago as well. So yes, these moves are unexpected, but if Bitcoin fails the level here, Doge will go back down. That's just how it plays out. So don't FOMO out too hard. It is what it is. But back to what I was saying. Coinbase was a big catalyst. It's time. Your info on SHIB. With Coinbase Pro was great news. Thank you. Thank you. It's Elon's birthday, 50 years old. It's today? I thought that was tomorrow. Was it really today? How's it going? I feel like I would have been seeing like happy birthday Elon all over. Or maybe we're in different time zones. How's it going, brother? Thank you. YouTube's algo brought me here to the live, but I've actually been watching your videos, real content. Thank you so much. I try and be different than a lot of the other Doge and crypto channels where I actually try and help people either learn about new cryptocurrencies, learn about what to reasonably expect, and learn how to trade, whether that's trading crypto or the stock market or whatever. So, and that's because when I do this obviously, but every once in a while, even the ones that do it like to kick back and watch other people talk about it. So I went looking on YouTube for channels to watch, and they all seemed like garbage. So I said, you know what, let me just start going live myself and help other people and be kind of the channel that I would want to watch. So that's what I'm trying to do and accomplish. Not all of them are bad, but it's just hard to find. June 28th. Okay. So my time zone, that would be tomorrow. Elon's time, where he is in the US, that would be tomorrow. I thought it was tomorrow. I was like, man, did I really miss that? I could swear I've been saying June 28th. Okay, cool. Thanks, Saki. Appreciate that. Age 49. Okay. Cool. Look at this nice run by a Dogecoin. For anyone still holding, this is cool. If you're waiting for a re-entry, not so great, obviously, but Bitcoin is at a terrible spot. So it just kind of is one of those moments where it is what it is, you know? It just sucks sometimes, but it is what it is. Can't have everything. Thank you so much oh, I missed the sub. Thank you, Joseph Ortman. And thank you, let's just replay that just in case as well. Thank you, Joseph Ortman, for subscribing. Really appreciate that support. And Boss Hog, thank you so much, man, for that sub just now. Welcome to the channel, both of you, all of you. Oh, we're in okay. Gotcha. Oh, he was born in South Africa. Okay. So I guess really he is actually 49 today. That's weird how that would work. Like your birthday being on one day, but you really being, since you're from a completely different part of the planet, that's actually inaccurate. Doge to the moon, Doge to the moon. Let's go. I'm all for it. Let's go. Absolutely. May the rocket take off by all means. Doge to 30 cents. Hey, we're headed there. If Doge decides it wants a break from Bitcoin's pool and it wants to do a little thing of its own, sure, go for it. And I feel like we may have been missing something on Twitter because this move is absolutely insane. Let me in a separate screen pull this up. What did we miss? If anyone has any idea what's going on here, let me know. There's so much news. It's really hard to constantly, of course, watch Twitter and do TA and answer the comments. So if you know, feel free to let me know. What a move. Wow. This seems like just like the whale move. This seems like another whale move. Oh. Look at this. Someone just reported a Dogecoin whale move of $5 million US. That's 21,900,186 Dogecoin moved from an unknown wallet to an unknown wallet, and that was like right now. So maybe that's what's going on. A whale's buying in. I'm gonna follow that account. That could be useful. Ah, there's multiple moves going on right now. 19. Oh my goodness. 80 million Dogecoin. That's 19 million US dollars. And then right here, another whale of 7 million US dollars. That was three whale moves simultaneously. I mean, that could be enough to really spark an up move here. I mean, technical analysis aside, like I said, whenever things actually happen here, that kind of breaks the chain. So now we got to look at it from a different perspective. But the problem is, just like I said with the Bitcoin thing, once a pump is over or like a whale stops buying in, like you'll get some more FOMO buyers buying in. But once those people cool off, you kind of start to reset. But this looks like a really strong run up. Cool. This will probably get stalled out in this area, though. So I don't think there's much further to go, if you're asking me. Because this is resistance. So we'll see what happens here. If it breaks above that, that's a different story. Just keep an eye on it. Will Doge hit 50 cents? Not tonight, but definitely eventually. I mean, the way, and this is what I was going to get to with price targets. I mean, the way Doge is set up, it is going to the moon. I don't think anyone here in this stream right now ever questions, is Doge going to the moon? The question is not if, it is when. Always when. With so much backing, with so much support, it really is. Because when you're, whoa, computer, you all right? What was that? Webull? You going all Robinhood on us? When there's so many people in support. Okay, let me change my title. I think this is more appropriate to the moon. Cool. To the moon. I gotta get a to the moon in the title for this action. I'm not in at this moment, but I'm excited to see it. On my holding accounts, those accounts are very happy. So like I said, I would love to see a dip, but if not, on my accounts I'm holding, those accounts are cool. So those candles are absolutely massive. For anyone just popping into the stream, there were some reports of a potential whale, 3 whales buying in that just got dropped. 4 whales now. So it could be related. That's all I'm saying. It could be related. A total of about $100 million worth of Dogecoin. 100 million US dollars. So that could have been why we're seeing the move up here. From what I can see, there's no new news about Dogecoin. No crazy announcement, just whales buying in. Also, if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. But that was cool to see for sure. If it was me though, and if I was scalping, that would have been my sell point, because that was just too unusual. I probably would have sold at 26, like 26.5 there. You know what I mean? if you get lucky with a move like that, probably just take your profit. But at the same time, if it continues, that'll be dope. So I'm not saying to cut your trades. I'm just saying that was a very strange move. So cool. It's money. I think we're not going to sleep tonight. Hey, I understand it. Looks like a lot of people, I mean, we're getting more people coming into the stream here, so it looks like a lot of people are excited as well. Just so everybody that's new to the stream knows, this move was completely unexpected. I mean, we did see the cup and handle here, so we knew there was going to be a breakout coming here. But the extent of the breakout could not be predicted. And so this is pretty cool. We are starting to sell back off, though. There was a rumor that this move from here to here was whales. So the longevity of the move, and if it continues up, is to be determined. There are a couple things that we do know. One, Dogecoin was already behind, so it had some catching up to do based off Bitcoin's movement. And two, Bitcoin is going up. So based off those two things and whales buying in, that could have been what Doge needed to just jump a couple cents pretty quickly. So how cool is that? We'll take it, right? Dogecoin to the moon. Let's get that rocket going. I called it and made you money. Thanks. I'm so glad to hear that, man. That's the goal. I usually don't end up scalping on stream. I just call out the moves for you guys so that you can trade the plays and make the money. And then I just hope when I end the stream, there's still some scalp opportunities left for me. Skydive knows. She's been here since I first started streaming. And she kind of yells at me for not trading on stream. I always forget. I'll tell y'all when the buying opportunity is and when the selling one is in both directions. And then my Robinhood account will be closed. You'll party all night if it keeps holding or growing up. That's what I like to hear. The Ric Flair stuff worked, by the way. Nice. Saki says there was a catalyst coming up very soon per YouTubers Mike Davis, Crypto Daily Finals. Do check them out. Well, what was the catalyst? Because I might know about it. Yeah, Skydive. There she is. Scott, I think Final Stand just dropped a video, so let's just see what he said, because he said this is going to make Dogecoin skyrocket right now. So maybe we just watch or skip through it on stream. Oh, he's live. Let's just see what he's saying. If he actually has some news here.
But everyone should certainly know what it is, and I'm going to talk about that very shortly here as we look and see the cryptocurrency market going up 7.32% today. A massive increase after a little bit of turmoil over the last month. But what did we say on the channel? It's not going to last for another month, most likely. It was one of the worst months in Bitcoin history. And so with that, and with Bitcoin having such a big pull in the market, we knew a rebound of this magnitude had a decent chance of coming. Make sure that you're subscribing with notifications on to stay updated on stuff like this. I get all the facts, all the information from all across the internet and put it together in a format where it's easier to understand and we can get a lot of this interesting stuff. And so we can know it. We can have an idea of where things are going. With Dogecoin as well, going up 7.62%, up to around 27 cents. One of the biggest gainers at the top there. Ethereum doing pretty dang well as well. Bitcoin going up to 34,000, getting close to that $35,000 area.
I just want to know what the news is.
All of this is, of course, great for cryptocurrency together. And at the same time, we are still seeing some unnecessary, I guess you could call it FUD. I normally like to stay away from that word because most people call FUD people's opinions FUD. You're allowed to have an opinion that
Final
you don't like
Stand
something.
is always so
That's
hyped
not
to the
FUD.
point.
That's just you not liking something. But
even
this
gets
actually
weird.
is FUD because people are using factual information that isn't true, or I guess it's not factual information, unfactual information, anti-disestablishmentarianism factual information. There we go, a new word. Crypto analyst warns of weakened tumble as Bitcoin bull points to daisy chain of borrowers and lenders. So many times we hear this over and over again. It's going to crash on the weekend.
I think this was clickbait,
Get ready
guys.
for a bad Sunday. Oh no, crypto's going to go down.
I think we legit got clickbaited.
8% up today. What do we normally see?
All right. What we'll do, we'll wait till he posts the video on his channel, and then we'll watch it so we can skip to the point. But yeah, I think we just got clickbaited. See, this is why I don't clickbait. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than clicking on a video and not having any new information. You go through all the work. You get the notification. You open your YouTube. You click on the video, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do they have to say? You start listening, and they say absolutely nothing. Now, I'm not saying that was a clickbait 100%, because who knows, in 1, 2 to 5 minutes, maybe he had an announcement to make, but it didn't sound like it. Something tells me that was partially a move to play off of the Dogecoin movement and also to encourage the Dogecoin movement, which could be working here to propel us into the 28 cents territory. So cool. Worse than a Rickroll. Yeah, clickbait's worse than anything. I don't clickbait at all on this channel. I hate clickbait. I will not do clickbait. If you ever feel baited in by my title or by my thumbnail, do know that anything you see in the title or thumbnail is actually being discussed. It might be enticing, but it's not just clickbait. Like, it might make you want to click it, but you're going to get what you came for at the end of the day. So it's not clickbait. Anyway, Elon's birthday is the reason? Oh, come on. Anyway. I mean, yeah, that was a good move to get views, though. Good one. Zaki says, and also soon another big catalyst. Following up in the months to come as Chinese investors pump 25 million for crypto mining data. By Crypto Fire? Interesting. Oh, the Chinese investors, they're trying to figure out. Okay, well, that's really interesting. Crypto Fire, I'll check that out. Yeah, what in the world was that? Decaf? James, you're funny. John Doe would have rather been rickrolled. I understand. 34,715. Here's my problem. We're coming right up to the resistance level, and we're also on Dogecoin after the unusual spike, and we're also coming right up to the resistance level on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin doesn't go up, this is probably the top for Doge. That's why I was saying be very careful here. And this is just kind of playing itself out exactly how we called it. As you can see, I told you that when Bitcoin gets to 35, 36,000, Doge should be 27 to 28. So there was some room to go and to expect Dogecoin to start speeding up in its trajectory upward if Bitcoin continued to look bullish because it had more ground to cover. Dogecoin was lagging. And sure enough, that's what we're seeing. We saw the whale buy-in, and then we're also seeing some catch-up, and we're getting to the key levels we're supposed to be at to be matching Bitcoin's position. So everything's starting to make sense. That also means we stall out here if Bitcoin doesn't break 35,000. So no FOMO buying. There's my friendly reminder. No FOMO buying at the top. At least, if you're going to buy high, at least wait till it's low. You know what I mean? If you really need to buy in, wait till you get confirmation that you're at what's now a low and that it's not just going to fall. You need to get to a level, make it or allow it to prove itself as support and show that you're stable. Don't buy in the middle of the air. No, I've heard of anti-disestablishment, but he was saying anti-disinformation establish. Yeah, basically. It's definitely going to reach the resistance at this point. Yeah, and we're already starting to fail a little bit. Let's flip back to Doge, make sure Doge isn't doing anything unexpected. See, look at that. That's why you don't buy. That's why you don't buy at resistance. He had no reason to use the word. Yeah, he really didn't. I feel like he had that one written down. His script only had that word. He had to just make sure he hit that word at some point. James Ashburn. Oh, thank you, James, for anti-disestablishmentarianism. Jeez, I'm saving that word because that's actually pretty funny. I'll find a way to use that. I think he just made a new word that I'm actually going to figure out a way to use. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. That's fun to say, to be honest. He always does that. Can't stand him. Yeah. Like I said, I respect the hustle 100%. I try and upload and give you guys content as much as I possibly can, whether that's live streaming or videos, but at the same time, I don't do clickbait. there's nothing more frustrating than like getting a notification for something that seems interesting and starting to watch the video and you don't hear anything about the topic. You don't learn anything. So that's the one thing I don't like about a couple of the like crypto channels. But like I said, I follow them on Twitter. I appreciate the updates when there's real information to discuss, and I respect the hustle. I don't want to get into like the habit of like down talking other people that are doing the same thing as me. So I do respect what he does, but I don't like clickbait from no matter where it's coming from. Anti your mom tyranny, man, you got me there, John. Jeez, got me right in the feels with that one. Bear Elliott, he's a pumper, yeah. Musk's birthday is tomorrow. In the US, it's tomorrow. So that's probably when you'll see the moves. Looks like Bitcoin must be selling off here. Must have failed 35. Because now we're getting the Doge sell-off that I said we'd get near the 27, 28 level. If Bitcoin didn't make it. A little bit of a sell-off here from Bitcoin. It went below the previous low. So people are getting concerned. This is just playing out according to plan, everybody. I hope you're not you can see, like, I don't pull stuff out the air. I don't try and be right all the time. It's just technical analysis. If you do it the right way, you can get a very good idea of what's most likely going to happen next, even when things happen that are unexpected, like the sudden increase in volume as we broke out the cup and handle and whales bought in. We still respected the levels for the most part. Missed all the green candles. It is what it is, Snakus. We'll get back in. I'm not in on my scalping account either. That would have been a nice move, but you know, it was just a bit unexpected. Yeah, no reason to use the word yet. Oh, bro, by the way, how come when there's a retracement, every time there's a bullish engulfment price action movement? You mean every time there's a pullback, there's like a big move up? That just means we're showing some signs of strength, some bullish pressure. But it doesn't mean that we're like overall bullish until we break above 35,000 or to the top side of 28 cents on Dogecoin. Until that happens, we can get all the quick moves up we want. But if we keep getting stalled out at resistance, it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. And I guess I will be cutting the stream here soon, guys. I didn't realize it's already been 2.5 hours. It's opposition to the disestablishment of the Church of England. Maybe. Sandeep, hope we can hear something good from Elon on his birthday. That'd be cool. James says, funny tweet on Webull forums about the past few minutes. I'm just retyping it. Did Musk fart a tweet out that I wasn't aware of? Wow. My edible kicked in, has Doge. Freezy. It's unfortunate timing. Jonas Rockets, Bitcoin pumping to the moon. To the moon. Absolutely to the moon. Appreciate the live stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. And Jonas, James, a couple of the new names here. Glad to have you here on the channel. Feel free to click subscribe if you haven't already. Shout YouTube. And anybody else that's here watching the video that's enjoying the stream so far, just click subscribe and make sure you catch the next one tomorrow. Because we'll have new stuff to talk about. Cool, it's holding a bit here though. Looks like Bitcoin's doing okay. Yeah, Bitcoin's doing all right. Bitcoin's going to try to break 35,000 tonight. So yeah, Bitcoin's going to try it. And I forgot to thank Zaki. I did thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And Anthony Cologne, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. How many more till 3,000? Let me see. Oh, I'm subbed and hit the bell, my man. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. More content or we riot. Bro, I did 3 videos yesterday. How much? I had 6 planned. I just couldn't do all of them. I wanted to work on the shirts too. But if you ask for more content, I'll get you guys more. I already got the overall request for something on AMP, on the AMP currency. I'll get that. Or the AMP crypto rather. It's A+. Appreciate that. Oh, not my channel. Oh, never mind. CoffeeZilla's video about Doge tubers. Okay, I'll check it out. It's 64 more for 300. Nice. I think we can do it. I mean, Let's see. Today's the 27th. We've got tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, we can definitely get to 3,000. On bad days, I've been getting like 20. On slow days, and on like good days, I've been getting like 100. So I think we can definitely do it over the next 3 days. That is if everyone continues to enjoy the content and do their part to actually click subscribe. Don't think I'm going to get there, and so you're not going to click, because that's not how it works. If everyone thinks that, I get 0 subs for the day. So, but I do appreciate all of your support. That anybody here on the fence, just give it a try. Motown says, thanks. When we see you tomorrow, we talk whales and how they rock the boats. Indeed. Just sold my ETH. I'm a dip out. See ya. Okay. Appreciate you hanging out, XX. Hopefully catch you tomorrow. The pantry, it's a bull run. It's a bull run attempt. A bit of a bull run from where we came from for today, yeah. But then it's just, do we break 35,000 on Bitcoin or not? That's really the question. But it was nice to see Bitcoin hold above the 33,000 mark, because what I said on Twitter was basically, if you up your time frame, you could see that the 200 EMA was starting to meet 33,000, so that level was becoming stronger. So whichever side we decided to stay on, you could expect to see it take off in that direction. That is what I said on Twitter, by the way. This was let's see. Right here. I said, where'd the photo go? Okay. Let's go back. Right here. This is why being patient is important. See right here how there was the breakout and then there was the sideways trading, and now you see the 200 EMA matching the 33,000. I said this is why being patient is important. If you bought at the first sign of a breakout right here before confirmation, you would have most likely panic sold at a loss when it didn't hold. So it would have fell right back down. You would have panic sold. Maybe you FOMO buy back in, drops again, buy, sell, buy, sell. By that time, you blow up your account, you know? And I said the good thing is we should be getting to a decision point shortly. The 200 EMA is catching up to the current price action. It will be meeting the 33,000 level. This means that this level will then be twice as strong. So us staying above or falling under at that point will give us a good idea of where we're going to head longer term. And then when this video started, I clarified and said it would take off in that direction. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. So follow me on Twitter if you don't already. I do that stuff all the time. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you can actually catch the live streams and videos. All right, cue music. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm about to head out as well. Of course, Skydive knows is exactly when she leaves is usually when I end the stream. It just always happens that way. She leaves at that time. Like, she gets the vibe. It's probably around time to wrap up stream. Okay, Mariano, I'm out dinner time. Tell your girl thanks for letting us have you for a while. We appreciate her too. I definitely will. Thanks for hanging out, Skydive. All right, Motown. Robbie, thank you guys for hanging out. Catch you guys tomorrow. Let's see. Bryce says, looks like another good day for Doge. You like seeing green on the charts and stuff heading back up? Yeah, me too. Me too. So this is good. See where Doge is right now. All right, PD, thanks for hanging out. And Sandeep, see you, take care. Will be an exciting day tomorrow. I agree, 100%. It will be. Yeah, guys, it's a pretty good time to wrap up. Doge, we saw, made the nice run up, went up to 27.28 cents here. And it went right up to the resistance line, just shy by 0.027, right? Or 0027, honestly. Or 3. Math is hard. Forget it. 0.0023. Very, 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 very close to the level, and then rejected, and that is mostly due to Dogecoin having a strong run up and now hitting a ceiling, but also you can see Bitcoin got to just about the 35,000 level resistance, and it did reject. Wasn't strong enough to make it all the way up to begin with, and then wasn't strong enough to even hold in the area. So now it's starting to sell off. This could be it for now. We might see a pullback back to the 200 EMA, which is now somewhere around 34,000, and then some more decisions being made. But basically what we need to do is just keep an eye on it and see what happens. If we can stay up above 34,000 and start consolidating in this area, there is a chance we break to the top side at 34. And if it's not a fake out, we'll stay on that side, which could be great news overall for the shorter term trajectory of where Bitcoin's going to go over the next like days and weeks. Because if we can stay up here, there's a higher chance. I mean, then we can start thinking about retesting 42,000 again and trying to break it like we did just about a week ago here. So that'll be awesome. So overall, am I bullish or bearish? I'm still bearish. Don't let my sentiment keep you from placing trades though at different levels. If you're at a key level like 33,000 or something and you see it's looking like it's reversing, it's a pretty safe buy. At worst case scenario, you sell and you break even basically, or lose like maybe a couple dollars, but it's not like some serious loss because you're buying at the floor. So worst case scenario, you come back to the floor and that's where you sell again. So 31, 33, those are safe, or then the top side at 35, as long as you know it's not a fake out. But overall, I just, we didn't break 35. That's the second time we tried it. In my opinion, that's basically, it's like a double top scenario. We hit once. Really, that's the third time that we hit. So if we can't break, if we, in this general time frame here, can't break above and we just end up falling back down, that's just a really bearish signal. So I'm still bearish overall, but it was nice to see the bullish move here in the bearish territory. What state am I broadcasting? I'm in North Carolina, so that's where I'm from. That's where I'm at, rather, not where I'm born, but yeah. But yeah, guys, obviously if something crazy happens tonight, I will be back live, or I will be making another video, and tomorrow of course I'll be making videos and I'll be live again, so hopefully I'll catch you all in the next live stream. If you haven't already, there's a link in the description that will take you straight to my Twitter, so you can see all of my updates, my technical analysis in between now and when I go live again on everything that I see happening and what I think is going to happen next. So feel free to click on that link and follow me there, and of course before you completely go, click subscribe first so that you can actually catch more videos and my follow-up live stream on this price action. So thank you all for hanging out tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support and helping me reach my subscriber goal. And I'm almost there. So if you haven't subbed yet, click that button and we'll get really close. So thanks for your support again.